Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to create this nice environment scene inside Unreal Engine 5.4. So first take a look what we are going to create today. So before we start, if you are new to this channel, I recommend you to check my videos, and if you find those videos useful, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And here I like to shout out for all those people who has already joined me as a member. So if you really want to support me, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. I have installed this 5.4 version and click on this launch button to launch my engine. And then I choose this games option here and also choose this third-person template. And here I click on this starter content. And then I name my project as tutorial and then click on this create. So here we are in Unreal Engine. So first we go to the file, then go to this new level and we create an empty level here. Just click on this create. Then we're going to quickly set up our lighting. So for this we go to this window, then go to this environment light mixer and create this, create skylight, create atmospheric light, create sky atmosphere, create volumetric cloud and create height fog. Then we go down to this menu and just click on this volumetric fog, and then we close this window. And now we're going to create our landscape. So for this again we go to the selection mode button here, go to this landscape, and we don't need to change anything here, just click on this create. And then we're going back to our selection mode again, and now we're going to put a landscape material over here. And for the landscape material I am using the Unreal Senji auto landscape material, and which is absolutely free, and I'm also show you that how you can get that material. So in this video I am using this UE4 auto landscape material, and in order to download you have to put your name and your email address over here and just click on this get it now, and in that way you will get a download link to your email address, and if you go through that link you can easily download this landscape material. Once you download you will find this file, just extract it and then go inside this folder, then go to this auto landscape folder. And here we will find these files. So go to this content. So inside this folder we will find these subfolders. So we're going to copy some folders from here. So just select this auto landscape folder, then select this example folder and this megascan folder and this ms presets. Okay, and then we just copy those, and then we're going to paste those into our actual project directory. So in order to find the project directory, we go to our Epic Game Launcher from here. So this is our actual project file, which is called this tutorial. So just right click, then go to this show in folder, and here is our actual projects. So we go to this content folder, and here we're going to paste those folders. So just right click and paste. Then we close this one and also close this Epic Game Launcher. And here you will find these folders. But if you not find these folders over here, you just have to restart our engine. So maybe we're going to restart our engine. So we go to this file and go to this save all. And also we name our level as tutorial and just click on this save. Once you restart, you have to open our level. So we go to this tutorial level, just double click to open this one. And here we are. So now we're going to put our landscape material. So for the landscape material, we go to this example folder and then we go to this material, and inside this folder you will find these three types of material. So we're going to use this middle one. So in order to apply this material over our landscape, first we go to this outliner folder, then we select our landscape, and then we go to its details panel and then if we go down, you will find this landscape material slot. So we just drag our landscape material and drop it over here, and then you will find that your landscape looks something like that. So we go to selection mode, then we go to this landscape, and then we go to this paint option here, and here you will find all these layers for this landscape material. So first we go to this material blend, then we go to this plus sign, just click and just click on this weight blended layer, and we have to save it. So we just click on this save, and you will see that our landscape looks something like that. And also do the same thing to the rest of this material. Okay, very simple. And this is our landscape, and you can see that this look really amazing. And you can also paint this landscape material. So if you want to paint this material over here, just select this material from here. Then also we go to this brush size. Maybe we can decrease our brush size a little bit down here, and also increase our brush fall off to get a nice smooth transition. And also you can increase the tool strength to maximize the painting here, maybe here. And now if you just click, you can see it will take little time to compile this shader, and you can now see that our landscape looks something like that. And you can also click and drag your mouse to paint your landscape. And also you can increase or decrease the tiling size for this particular texture. We have to open our landscape material. So if you select your landscape, and then if you go to the details panel, you will find this landscape material from here. Just click on this magnifying glass switch here to find this landscape material. Just double click to open. So if we go to this A material, if we expand this one, you will find this tiling far A and tiling near A. So maybe if we window this window here like this, say you want to decrease the tiling for this texture, and as you can see that this texture is present in material A. So we go down here, and here if we increase this value, so maybe if we increase this value to maybe 0.2 here, as well as if we increase this one also to 0.2, and as you can see that you can easily increase the tiling and it will look nice. So maybe again if we go to our landscape mode and then select this paint mode and select this texture, and if you want to paint, now you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, so very simple. So we just close this one. So now we go back to our selection mode. Okay, so this is we have so far. And now I'm going to put a character over here so we can understand the size. So we go to this content drawer and go to this characters folder. Then go to this mannequins, also go to this mesh and select this one. So we just put it over here. Okay, so now you can understand that this is our actual size. But as you can see that we still have this large texture tiling. So we're going to increase the tiling a little bit more. So again, we select our landscape, and then we go to its details panel, and then we go to its material, just double click to open. Then we go to this A material, which is this texture, and we go to this tiling. So we go to this tiling near A and we increase it to maybe 0.5, and as well as the far we set it to 0.5 as well. And now you can see that it looks somewhat manageable. Okay, so now we save this one. Okay, and now we're going to put some extra assets like the wooden heart here. So I'll show you that how I get those heart model here. So I downloaded these hearts and also this one and this one from the CG Trader. So many thanks to the creator who actually built those assets and make those as a free. So in order to download, just go to this download button here, and you have to download this FBX model from here as well as the texture file here. So I'm using the same technique to download these other assets. So you can easily download those assets from there. So once you download the file, let's import those files over here. So first you go to this content drawer and go to this content folder, and then we go to right click here and create a new folder, and maybe we name these as 3D models, and then open this folder. Okay, and now we're going to import those files. So first I'm going to import this one. So I just import this FBX file here, just drag and drop over here, and make sure that you check on this option called this build nanite, and just click on this import all. And if you get this message, just close this one, and then we're going to import all these textures. But before we do that, maybe we're going to put those files also inside a folder to make things organized. Create a new folder here, and then maybe we move all those assets over here. And also inside this folder, we're going to import all the textures So here is all the textures. So I just bring this texture folder over here, and here is the material. So we open this material here, and then we're going to put the textures. So we go to this folder and then also go to this folder, and now we're going to put these textures over here. So first we're going to import this one, and also delete this one, which is the default, and then we put it into this base color over here, and then we're going to use this metallic one, just put it over here and connect it with this metallic. Then also we bring this normal map over here, connect it with this normal slot, and then use this roughness one and connect with this roughness channel over here. Okay, so now we're going to apply these settings and then save this one, and then we go back to our 3D model folder, and then we bring our model over here, and then you can see that this looks something like this. So maybe we're going to put it over here. Okay, so now we're going to do some sculpting to our landscape. So for this, we go to the selection mode, then we go to this landscape mode. We go to the sculpt option here and select this sculpt tool, and maybe we're going to decrease the brush size like that, and then we're going to start sculpting. So first we're going to sculpt from here. So we're just going to put this area a little bit higher here, and then again we go to this flatten tool here and going to start flattening this area. Okay, so we're going to elevate also this part of this area. Okay, just like that. And also we do the same thing to this side also. So for this, again we select the sculpt tool here, and maybe we decrease our brush size, and then we start sculpting from here. And also we do one thing, that we go to the sculpt tool again, and in this time we're going to dip it down this area. So for this, we press and hold the shift key, and then we're going to start sculpting. So in that way you can see that we put our landscape little bit down here. And now finally we go to the smooth tool here, and we're going to start smoothing this area. Okay, so this is what we do here, and then we're going to elevate this area a little bit higher, so we can put our this house here. So again go to the sculpt tool, and maybe first we're going to select our house here. So we select our house, and then we put it little bit higher here, and then we go back to our landscape mode and sculpt mode, and then we're going to start sculpting here. So again decrease the brush size, and we elevate this ground area here. Go to this flatten tool and flatten this area. Okay, and then also we go to this paint mode and select this grass material here, and maybe we're going to start painting some grasses over here. And then also we're going to bring our other house assets over here. So but before we do that, maybe we can put some block out over this area. So again go to the sculpt tool, then select this sculpt tool here, and maybe we start sculpting from here. So this is what we get so far. And now again we're going to bring our other house model over here. So go to this selection mode, and then we go to this 3D model folder, and maybe we create another folder here. So create another folder, maybe we name this folder as a house 2 and this one as a house 1. So we rename this. So inside this house 2 folder we're going to bring our other house assets. So here it is. we just drag and drop over here, and also check this built-in nanite switch here, and just click on this import all. Again, ignore this message, just close this one. And also we have to bring our textures, so we go to this texture file. So here it is, just bring it over here, or maybe we just double click to open this one and select all of these 3 textures and just bring it over here. And then we're going to open this material and delete this default texture. Okay, and also we do not have any specular texture, but we have to put a scalar parameter so we can calculate the specular also. And we put the scalar parameter here and just leave it as a 0. And then also click on this apply and also save this one. And then we close this. So here is our another house model. So we're going to bring it over here. And in order to know the actual size, maybe we're going to put another character over here. So we go to this mannequins folder, go to this mesh and bring a mannequin over here. So as you can see that this model is in right size, and also maybe we can bring it a little bit higher here. Okay, just like that. Maybe we can bring it a little bit higher. And again, we go to this landscape mode, then go to this sculpt mode, select this sculpt tool and decrease the brush size. Maybe we bring this landscape area a little bit higher here. And then finally, we're going to bring our another house model. So again, we go to this 3D model folder, create a new folder, and we name this as a house 3. So we open this folder here, and here is the house 3 model. And there is different types of versions, but we're going to use the LOD0 FBX1. So we just going to bring this over here. And also check this built-in nanite and just click on this import all. Again, close this box. And you can see that this model is divided into different components, but don't worry, we're going to make it as a group. So we select all of these components, just leave the materials here, and then drag and drop to our scene here. Okay, just like that. And here you can see that all these components are selected here. So before you do anything, just bring all those assets into a group or a folder. So just select all of these assets and just click over this folder icon here. And now those assets are inside this for new folder 1 folder. And also we do one thing, that we just right click over here and click on this group. Okay, just like that. And now if we go to this group, you can see that we can move all of these assets together. Maybe we can also decrease the scale. So we press R to bring this scale gizmo, and then we decrease its scale like this. Okay, very simple. And now we're going to bring this house over here also. So maybe we can rotate it into like this, and then we place it over here. Okay, so now for this we go to this landscape mode, go to this sculpt mode, go to this sculpting tool, and we're going to start sculpting here. Okay, so now you can see that our landscape looks something like this. So maybe we can elevate this area a little bit higher. So again, go to this flatten tool and also go to the smooth tool and smooth this area. Maybe we can dip it down this area a little bit. Okay, and then now we're going to put the textures to this house also. So we go to the selection mode, and here we're going to bring all these textures. So here is all this texture file. So we're going to select all of this, and then we just bring it over here. So first we're going to texture this material. So we open this concrete material, delete this one. Then we go to this concrete folder, and here you will find 3 types of albedo texture. So maybe we're going to use this one. So we just bring it over here. And then we go back here and we open this roof texture here or material here. Now we bring all this texture for the roof. So we open this roof folder. So as you can see that this is our house here. And now if we change our light position, so we press Ctrl and L and then move our mouse, and you can get this kind of nice result here. Okay, so this looks something like this. And maybe also we bring this house or duplicate this house in one more time, and maybe we can place it this side. And also do one thing, that we duplicate this storage house here, and maybe we can put it over here. Okay, so this is our house orientations. And now we're going to put some tree to the background. So for the tree, I am using the Black Alder from the Epic Game Marketplace. So let's download the asset first. So for the tree, I am using this Megascan Tree European Black Alder. And in order to add it into your Unreal Engine version 5.4, just go to this add to project. And you cannot see your project file here because this asset is not built for 5.4, it built for 5.3. But don't worry, just click over here, that is the show all projects. And then when you see your project, in this case this tutorial, then we go to the select version option and go to this drop down list and select the highest available version. So in this case 5.3, just click on this add to project. And if you see something like this, just click on this yes. Once you add the asset, you will find this Black Alder folder. Just double click to open. And if you go to the static mesh filter, you will find all this tree model here. But if you not have this static mesh filter here, just go to this 3-line option and select this static mesh filter. Okay, so first we going to block out this area. So maybe we're going to use this tree here. So we put this tree over here. And maybe we can increase its scale a little bit higher. So it will be only used to block out this side. So, and also we dip it down. Okay. And then we're going to duplicate it multiple times. So maybe we just duplicate it over here. Okay, just like that. And in this point, maybe we're going to create a camera for our scene. So we go to this box option here and go to this cinematic and create a cine camera actor. Okay, just like that. And then we go to the cine camera actor and right click over it and just click on this snap object to view. Okay, just like that. And then again go to this perspective and select the cine camera actor. And also we're going to create a sequence for our scene. So we go to the sequence option and click on this add level sequence. Okay, and maybe we can also name it as a tutorial sequence, and then we save this one. So here is our sequence, and inside this sequence we're going to bring our camera over here. So we select our cine camera actor and just drag and drop over here. Okay, and now we're going to do some settings to the camera. So first we go to this camera focal length. We're going to decrease it to maybe 15 here. And then also select our camera. Then we go to its details panel. First we go to this film back. We're going to change this to 16:9 DSLR. Okay, so we'll get nice wide angle view here. And then also we go to this exposure settings. So we go down inside this lens option, go to this exposure. First we go to this metering mode. We change this mode to manual. Okay. And then also go to this exposure compensation. We're going to increase it to maybe 10 for now. Okay, just like that. And then also we go to this camera current aperture. We're going to decrease this value to maybe 1.4 or so. Okay. And then also we go to our outliner folder and we select for fog and select this exponential height fog. Maybe we can increase the fog little bit. Okay. So this looks something like this for now. And maybe we can bring this house little bit this side here. And now we're going to bring other trees here. So we go to this content drawer again, and maybe we can put some of the tree over here. So maybe we bring it over here. And maybe we go to the settings and decrease our engine scalability to high here. So we can work a little bit faster here. Increase the scale here. Okay, so now you can see that our scene looks something like this. And as you can see that this area look not that dense. So maybe we're going to duplicate this tree here and put it into backside here. And then if we change our light position here, and now we're going to put some small trees over here. So maybe we can bring this house over here a little bit. And also we bring this house little bit higher here. Okay. And then again, we go to our landscape mode again. So as you can see that I'm repeatedly using this landscape tool here because this is not a fixed area. So you have to change your landscape according to your need. So again, we go to this flatten tool, select this area and maintain this height over here also. And also we create a small flat area here also. So we go to this flatten tool and create a little bit of flat area here. Maybe we can select this house and we can decrease its scale and we place it over here. Okay. And then again we go to our landscape mode and smooth this area. Okay, so this area will be a little bit of flat area here. So there is our houses here. So this side is elevated, and also we're going to elevate this landscape area also. So we go to this curve tool and elevate this area. Go to this flatten tool or maybe smooth tool and smooth this area. So as you can see that this is not a specific work. So maybe in your case it look different. Okay. So this looks something like this. And now maybe we going to go to this paint mode here and select this material and maybe we can decrease the brush size here, and maybe we can just do some painting over here, or maybe increase the brush size and also increase the tool strength here. Okay, just like that. Okay, maybe also this area also. Okay, so this is our basic landscape here, and now we going to put some details to our scene. Okay, so as you can see that this looks something like this. Okay, so now we again go back to our selection mode, and then we're going to bring some small trees over here also. So we just bring this tree over here. Maybe we can decrease its scale a little bit down, and also we put some of this tree over here also. Again, bring this scale a little bit down here, and maybe we can duplicate it a little bit here. Also put some tree over here also, so maybe we can bring this kind of tree here, place it over here, and maybe we can decrease its scale a little bit down here and place it like this. And maybe we can put other trees here also, so maybe use this one over here. Okay, so this is our basic scene, and now we want to put some other assets. Like in my original video, I put a fence over this area, so I download this fence from the Sketchfab. So let me show you how I get this. So here is the fence model, and many thanks to the creator who actually built these assets and make it as a free. So in order to download, just go to this 3D model here, and then I'm going to use this OBJ model. So you can see that the FBX version is not available here, so I'm downloading this OBJ model here. And also, if you use this model, you have to copy this credit and paste it to your video description. So here is this file, so we're going to extract it, and here is this file. So we're going to bring this file over here. So again, we go to our 3D model folder here, deselect the static mesh filter and create a new folder. And here we name this as a fence, and then we open this folder, and then we bring our model over here. And because it's a OBJ model, so the interface look a little bit different, but don't worry, just click on this import. So here is this, so we bring it over here, and as you can see that it's oriented differently, so we're going to orient it like this. Okay, but as you can see that this model also bring this pillar here, but if you don't want this pillar to be attached with this model, so we can do one thing, that we import this model into Blender and delete this unwanted part. So let me show you that how we can do that. So maybe we delete this one, then we open Blender and we delete all of these presets like this, and we're going to import our model here. So if you don't know about Blender, don't worry, the process is very simple. And first we go to the file, then we go to this import, and because our file is an OBJ format, so we're going to select this wavefront OBJ. Okay, and now we're going to find our model here. So here is our model, so we select our model and click on this import OBJ. So in order to navigate inside Blender, if you want to zoom out, just wheel down the mouse wheel button here, and then press the middle mouse button, and if you move your mouse, you can easily navigate around this scene. And if you want to pan your camera, just press and hold the shift key and then click on the middle mouse button and just move your mouse to pan your scene. Okay, so in this case we going to delete this part because we don't want that part. So in order to do that, first we go to this object mode, and if you not find these options here, other options here, you have to just select our model here, then we go to this object mode, and then we go to this edit mode here. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to select this part. So in order to select this part, if you go to the selection tool, just click over here, but don't release your mouse button, and select any selection tool here. So maybe we can select this lasso tool here. So just go over this lasso tool and then release your mouse button here. Okay, just like that. And now we going to select these assets here. So as you can see that the selection is very easy here. Okay, when you select this one, just delete this. And when you press delete, select these vertices here. And you can delete all the vertices, but you can see that some part also remain here. So again, we select all of this part and click on these vertices. Okay, so you successfully delete this unwanted part here. Okay, so again, go back to our object mode here, and you can see that this is our model here. And then we select our model and also go to this move tool here. And maybe we can move our model little bit here to make it into the middle of our scene here like this. And now we're going to export it as a FBX file. So for this, again, go to the file, then go to the export and select this FBX format. So I'm saving it here. Maybe also you can name this as a fence and then click on this export. And then we're going to bring this new FBX model over here. So here is the file that I exported from the Blender. So just bring it over here. And everything look nice. Just click on this import all and then close this one also. And also we have the texture file. So we bring the texture files also. So here is all three textures. So we select all of this and just bring it over here. Also save this one. And now we bring our fence model over here. Okay, and as you can see that our fence look very big here. So we're going to decrease its scale. And now we're going to put some Megascan assets. So maybe we place our camera over here. And now we're going to add some assets. So for this, we go to this content, then right click over here and go to this add quick cell content. So I have added these ground assets here and those are all available inside Megascan. So you can easily download those assets. And I'm using the medium quality for now and just click on this download button here. Okay, once you add those assets, you will find those assets inside this Megascan folder, then 3D assets. And also we enable the static mesh filter here. So all these assets are there. And now we're going to make those assets as a nanite assets. So we select all of them and then right click, go to the nanite option and click on this enable nanite for 29 meshes. Okay, so you can see that there are so many nice assets. So we're going to use them to design this area. So first, maybe we start from here. And then we have, maybe we're going to use this one. So we place it over here. Maybe we want to decrease the engine scalability from here to set it to high. Okay, and also we have other assets, so we're going to use them too. So maybe we're going to use this one maybe. Okay, so as you can see that when you put those assets, this area look more detailed here. Okay, and maybe we can also put some of other assets. So maybe use this one over here. Okay, and you have to do this same work all over this place. Maybe we put some of these assets over here also. So maybe we can use this one over here. So there are so many assets. So if you choose anything you want, and as you can see that when we put those assets, you can see that this area look really amazing. Okay, so you have to do the same thing all over this place. So maybe we can put this house little bit higher here. So maybe if we put this house little bit higher, and then maybe again we go to our landscape mode, and then go to the sculpt, and maybe we can increase this height here a little bit. And now maybe we can put some of these assets here. So again, maybe we going to use this one, and then we're going to rotate this. So this is how you can design this kind of scene. Okay, and at the end it will look really amazing. And now you can see that this area look really amazing. And maybe we can do one thing, that again go to the landscape mode, then go to the flatten tool here. Maybe we decrease the brush size here down, and maybe a little bit more down here. Also decrease the brush fall off here, and then we're going to flat this area very tightly. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to put the assets here. So again, maybe we duplicate this one, and then we put it over here. Okay, so now you can see that this look really amazing. So this is how you can put all the details into your scene. And yes, when you put these assets manually, it will take little time, but be patient, or when you done it, it will look really amazing. And now we're going to put some of these other vegetations here also. And you can see that there are so many assets, so you can just put different assets to look it more different looking. Okay, so now I'm going to put other assets and also some vegetations here also. So maybe first we go to our content folder, and then again we go to the add quick cell content. So for the grass, I'm using this tundra grass. So I'm using this medium quality here. Just click on this download. So after you download, you will find those assets here. So first we're going to make those as a nanite mesh. So I select all of these assets here, and then right click and click on this enable nanite. And now we're going to use the foliage section to apply those grasses here. So for this, we go to the selection mode and go to this foliage section here. And as you can see that those assets are already over here. So maybe we can select some of these assets from here, and then we go to this paint density, we increase it all the way to 1, and maybe we decrease the brush size to maybe 100 or so. And then first we're going to start painting. So let's see how dense our grass will be. So as you can see that our grasses look very small here. So we're going to increase its scale as well as the density. So we select all of these grasses here, and then we go down and we increase the density to maybe 500 here, and also we increase the size to maybe 1.5, and everything look nice. So now let's paint here. So maybe we can start painting from here. Okay, so this look something nice, but maybe again we're going to increase the density little bit more, so maybe 600 or maybe 800. And now if we start paint here, so first we're going to delete this. So in order to delete, just press and hold the shift key and paint over your grasses. You can delete those grasses. So now you can see that the density look nice. Okay, and also you can see that some of these places are not covered with the grasses. So we can do one thing, that we select all of these grasses here. So as you can see that we select those grasses, and then we go down here, and here you will find this ground slope angle. So we're going to increase this to maybe 180 here. And now if you paint, you can see that you can easily paint to the slope areas also. Okay. And maybe you can see that these other grasses is not look right. So maybe we can do one thing, we can delete those. So how we can just delete single grass component here. So maybe we can select only both of these, and then we deselect others here, and only select this one. And now we're going to delete them. So maybe we just press shift and move over this, so we can delete those grasses only. Okay, so you can see that with grasses this look really amazing. And now we're going to put some other assets here. So again we go to add quick cell content. So I'm going to use this kind of assets here, and those all assets are available in Megascan, so you can easily get those assets. So I'm using this medium quality for now. Just click on this download. Okay, all assets are added here. So maybe first I'm going to use some of these wooden blocks here to make a road here. So maybe we can use this one over here, and you can see that this is very small. So maybe we're going to increase its scale, but first we're going to rotate this, and then we're going to increase its scale like this. Maybe we can make it little bit thin here, and also place it over here. And as you can see that maybe we can make some room here like this. Then we're going to duplicate it and place it over here. Okay, and as you can see that this look nice. And now we're going to put some other assets here. So maybe first we're going to see that what we have here. So as you can see that there are so many assets. So maybe we can put this one over here. And maybe we're going to make this area a little bit elevated. So again, we go to the landscape, then we go to this curve tool here, and maybe we can elevate this area a little bit higher here. Then go to the smooth tool here and smooth this area. Okay, so now we're going to put some other extra details. So we're going to use some Epic Game Marketplace assets. So for the ground asset, I'm using this Megascan Forest Path. So once you add the asset, you will find this folder called this MS Forest Tute. And inside this folder, we have all these assets. So I just select the static mesh filter, and you can see that there are so many assets. So maybe we're going to use this rock over here. And then we're going to put some of these dead sticks here. So again, we're going to go to this foliage section here, and then I'm going to use those sticks here and put it over here, and make sure that you only select those sticks. So we just select all of these assets here and make sure that we deselect them and only select those sticks. And now we're going to start painting here. And but you can see that those sticks are a little bit big here, so maybe we're going to decrease its scale. So go to inside this painting section, we decrease this scale to maybe 0.5 and also increase this density to maybe 400 here. So let's see. Okay, now you can see that these are small enough. Maybe we can increase the density to maybe 600 here. Okay, so as you can see that when you put the details, eventually it look nice. And now we're going to put some extra details by using the decals. So for the decals, I am go to Megascan assets again. So I am using those decals here. So I'm going to add those decals into my scene. Once you add the decals, you will find this decals folder inside this Megascan folder, and the decals are nothing but the material instance. So if you just enable this material instance filter, you can easily see all of these decals into one places. And if you not have this material instance filter here, just go to this three line option, then go to these materials, and you will find this material instance option here. Okay, so now we're going to put some different decals over here to make some extra details here. So as you can see, these are the decals. So maybe if you put it over here, and first we're going to decrease its scale a little bit down here, and then if you place it here, And if you don't want that much of details or that much of darkness here, you can just simply dip it down here, and you can get that this darkness getting fade here. And if you put it a little higher, you can see more dark here. And if you press G, you can see that how much area it will cover. So this is the green line. Okay, just like that. And we also have this one, so maybe we can put it over here. Then we dip it down. Also we decrease its scale like this. And then also dip it down. Okay, so now you can see that when we use these decals, it also look amazing. So it will also take little time to put all these decals manually here. And there are so many other decals, so feel free to use them also. And then also we have some of these, so maybe you can use this one over here. Again, we decrease its scale. Okay, and sometimes you can see that some of these assets, the decals are not painted properly. So what we have to do, just select these assets here, and then we go to its details panel and search for decals. And here you will find this option called receives decals. So if you uncheck this one, okay, so as you can see that if you uncheck this value, you can see that the decals are here, but this asset is not affected by the decals. Okay, just like that. And also do the same for this one. So select this one, go to its details panel and search for decals and just uncheck this one. Okay. So this is how you can use the decals here also. So maybe use this one over here. Again, okay, so as you can see that the decals also do the nice job here, and you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, so now we're going to do some lighting setup here. So as you can see that our lighting is too intense. So we go to this outliner and search for directional light. And here it is. And first we're going to decrease the intensity to maybe 6 here. Okay, so as you can see that we can decrease the light intensity here a little bit. And also as you can see that we have this area very empty. So we're going to duplicate our trees also over here. So it can also affect the lighting. Okay, just like that. And also one thing we can do that we can put a reflector over here. So I'll show you that what I mean here. So if we put a cube over here, as you can see that this is our cube, and then we're going to increase its scale. So we press R to get this scale gizmo here, and also we increase its scale. Okay, and then we're going to put a gray material on this. So maybe we put it a little bit higher here. Okay, and then we're going to its material. So here it is, inside the details panel we have its material. Double click to open. So we're going to change this color to gray. So we just double click to open this color wheel, and we make it little bit of gray color here like this, and then hit OK and put a value to the specular also. So maybe we can put this value to 0 here, okay, to make it very rough here. And then we apply this one. Okay, and then we save this one. Also minimize this, and now I'll show you that what this reflector do here. So if you go over here, so this side of this tree is very dark, but this side receive the light nicely, and it creates a nice contrast here. But if we just hide this one, so if we go over here and hide this one, so maybe we can just look at here, and if we hide this one, you can see that this area get light. So if you want to make a high contrast scene here, you put this cube here to make a nice result into your scene. Okay, so as you can see that we get this nice contrast here. Okay, so this is the purpose for this, and now we going to put some extra details here. Okay, so maybe we can change our sun position here maybe, and also we can do one thing, that we go to this directional light, and also we increase the source angle. So if we increase the source angle, you can see that we will get nice diffuse shadow. So as you can see that the shadow is very tight here, but if we increase the source angle here, you can see that you will get more diffuse shadow here. Okay, so this is the purpose for the source angle. So if you increase the source angle, you can see that you can increase the sun size here also. Okay, so now you can see that this look nice. Maybe we can not increase that much, maybe to look nice. Okay, so now this look nice, and also we can put some of these extra details to this side also. So again, it will take little time. As I show here, you can do the same thing to all over this place, but maybe we can do something here also. So again, we go to this Megascan folder and uncheck this material instance and check the static mesh filter, and here you can get so many assets. So maybe we're going to use some of this, or maybe we can just select this 3D asset folder. So here all these assets. So maybe let's see what we have here. So maybe we go over here and maybe we put this wood stack over here. Maybe we increase its scale. And then also we put this burn wood here. Okay, so maybe we can make a fire burning place over here, and also we have some of these nice benches here. So we put this bench over here, and then also we have another bench. So let's see. So here it is. So maybe we put this over here. Okay, just like that. And also we have some of these, so these assets here. So maybe we can use this one over here. Maybe we increase its scale maybe, and also this one over here. So maybe we can deep it down this area a little bit. So we go to the landscape option again, and then we go to the sculpt tool, and maybe we press and hold the shift key and just deep it down this area a little bit. Okay, and then go back to selection mode, and then we going to bring the assets here. And then also we're going to put some decals. So we go to this decals folder and select this material instance, and then we're going to put the decals also. So maybe use this one over here. Okay, and now we're going to put some foliages here also. So again, we have downloaded some foliages from the Megascan. So if we go to this 3D plant folder and check the static mesh filter, I have downloaded these plants. So maybe we can use them here also. So you can just put them manually, or you can use the foliage section. So again, go to this foliage here, and maybe we're going to use some of this plant. So maybe use this one, and this one. and let's paint here, and you can see that those plants are really amazing. We can also do one thing, that we go to this landscape mode and go to this paint, and then we select this material here, which is the grass material. We can just paint the grass over here. So maybe we can decrease our brush size here and paint the grass here. So now you can see that if you put the details, you will get a nice result here. Okay, and also again we go to our foliage section here, and instead of these plants, maybe we're going to use different things. So select all of these and deselect those, and then maybe we use some of these falling sticks here. So these dead sticks, we're going to paint them here also. And then also we put those grasses all over this place. So maybe we can deselect those, and again we select those grasses here. So these are the plants, maybe not this one, just select them, and also this one. Okay, and now we're going to paint them here also. So now you can see that you will get a nice result here. And also we have the grasses. So again we deselect all of them and the grasses here. So let's see. So these are the grasses. So we select them, and maybe we're going to paint it here. Okay, so now we're going to put some other details. So also you can see that we have some of these nice mushrooms here. So if you go to this 3D assets folder, you can get so many assets. So maybe we can put these nice assets over here, like this one. And also you can see that it receives a decal. So uncheck this receive decals to make it nice. And also we have some of these nice dead trees here. And you can also design this area like I did here. So if you go over here, you can see that I designed this area, and you can also do the same thing to this position. So you will get a nice result to your scene. So this is how I design my scene, and now I'm going to show you some of the nice asset pack that I'm use for this scene, and those assets are absolutely free. So I'll show you that how you can get those assets. So for the props, I'm using this old West assets pack and also this one. So just add it to my project here. So once you add the assets, you will find this old West folder here, and also enable the static mesh filter, and you will get plenty of nice props for your scene. And you can also see this one. So maybe we're going to use these assets over here. So maybe we can make a nice barricades by using these assets. Okay, and there also we have some of these nice wooden blocks here. So maybe we can just place it over here. Okay, and as you can see that when you put those assets, it look really amazing. And also we have put some of these small plants over here also. So again, go to this foliage section and make sure that we deselect all of these plants first, and then only select these small plants here, and again we decrease the brush size to maybe 50 here, and now we're going to paint. Okay, and also you can see that we have some of these nice mushrooms also. So if we go to this Megascan folder here, and then go to this 3D assets folder here, and here you will find some of these nice mushrooms. So let's see. So here it is. So we also put those mushrooms over here, select all of them, and maybe let's see if the density is nice. So okay, it's look nice. So now we put some mushrooms over here also. Okay, so as you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, so this is how you can design your scene. And again we go to our selection mode, maybe we change our light here. So select our viewport and move our light here. So maybe we can also put some details here. So maybe we can put these barrels here and there. Okay, so this is how you can do this. So as you can see that I designed this area, and you can understand that how you can design this, and I'm also show you that how you can use those decals into your scene. So do the same thing to design your whole area here, and also you can see that how we can design this area. So again, I don't know why it's floating again, so maybe we can put this down here. Okay, so now as you can see that this look very nice here. Okay, and also you can put some of these nice assets from this old west assets. So maybe we can use this one over here, maybe we increase its scale. Okay, so this is it, and this is how I design my scene. And as you can see that in my actual video I put so many details because I took so much time to design my scene, and I'm show you that how I design my scene and also the assets that I'm use to design my scene. So just put your time and design your scene here. And as you can see that those grasses are not moving, so you can also put the wind effect over these grasses. So how you can do that? Go to this Megascan folder, then go to this 3D plants, and maybe go to this grass folder here and open this grass material. Just double click to open this material, and then we go to the search bar and type for wind, and then just enable this grass wind here. And now if we save this one and then we minimize, and you will get this kind of nice wind effect here. So now maybe we delete this mannequin here, and also we can come over here. So maybe from here we can make a nice camera animation to our scene. So again we change our light position here maybe. Okay, and then we go to our sequence, and then maybe we go to this camera transform option here and make a keyframe here, and also make this keyframe to as a linear keyframe here, and also go here and change this default keyframe interpolation to linear here, and also check this auto keyframe. Okay, and then we go to this very last frame here. So we check this option and go to this very last frame, and then maybe we can make a simple camera animation here. Okay, so let's see if we play this how it look like. Or maybe we can go to this initial frame and make our camera a little bit down here. So let's see how it look like. Okay, so as you can see that this look amazing. So this is it, and this is how I make my actual scene. So now I'm going to show you that how you can render this out. So for the render, I'm going to enable a plugin called the movie render queue. So we go to this edit and then we go to this plugins, and in the search bar we type for movie, and here you will find this movie render queue plugin. And also we have this movie render queue additional render passes. Just enable those, and then you have to restart your engine. So just click on this restart now, and also save the progresses. And after restart, close this one and also uncheck this material instance. Then we open our level from here, which is tutorial, and also open this sequence, double click to open, and go to this perspective and select our cine camera actor. Okay, so this is our scene. And now if you just change this scalability settings high to cinematic here, you can see that your scene look more nice here. And maybe you can find that your foreground looks little blurry because our manual focus distance is set to long distance here. So here you can find inside this camera component, this manual focus distance. You can change this to very close to maybe 300 here. And now you can see that your foreground look sharp here, but as you can see that your background looks blurry. Okay, so if you increase the camera aperture, you can get also this distance view also in focus. But when you increase this camera aperture, you will see that our scene getting darker. So one thing you can do that, go to this camera component, and then we go down here, go to this exposure here, and maybe we increase the exposure to maybe 11 here. Okay, so now you can get more light into your scene. Okay, so you have to adjust it according to your need. So now we have to render this out. So we go to this window, go to the cinematic, and because we enable our movie render queue plugin, so we have this movie render queue option here. And here, if we go to this render, you have to select your sequence. So in this case, our sequence name is tutorial sequence here. And then we go to this unsafe config. And here we have to put some other components. So first we're going to delete this JPEG sequence because we don't want to render our sequence as a JPEG image. So we go to this settings, then we go to this anti-aliasing, and maybe for this temporal sample count, I put 32 here. And also we override this anti-aliasing here, and also enable this warm-up frame count. So for the warm-up frame, we have to put some extra frame at the beginning here, just like that. And then also we go to the settings, then go to this camera, and I change this shutter timing to frame close here. And then also go to the settings, go to this high resolution, and also check the subsurface scattering here. And then again go to the settings, and now we put this EXR sequence, and then go to this output here, and here you can put the output directory and just click on this accept. Okay, and then just click on this render local and your file will be ready. Okay, and maybe we can change this scalability to high here. Okay, so as you can see that this look nice. And yes, if you want to put some of these visual effects like ambient particles or some smoke effect, you can also do that. So if you go to this content drawer, then if you go to this starter content and go to this particles folder, and here you will find some of these nice visual effects. So if you put those ambient particle effect here, so you will get some of these nice particle effects here. So maybe you cannot see it here, but when you render it, you can probably see those particles into your scene. And also we have some of this nice steam effect here. So maybe if you just go over here, and maybe if you put some of this nice smoke effect over here. So as you can see that you can also put some of this smoke effect here and there. Okay, so it will look nice. So maybe if we put this smoke effect over here. Okay, maybe you can place it here, so you can get this nice kind of smoke effect here. And make sure that you delete all these mannequins before you render. So this is it, and this is how I make my actual video. And I hope that you really understand that how you can make this kind of environment scene, and I hope that you easily make this kind of scene by using this technique. So this is it, and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye. Thank you.